Hello, everyone. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes here just to let anybody else join. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I had to think about it. Okay. All right. Well, we will go ahead and get started. Welcome to our masterclass today. My name is Emily Jones. I'm a laser specialist. I've been in the industry about 14 years, which is crazy. Yet I haven't aged today. But so today, I am so excited to talk about CO2 laser and CoolPeel and just overall skin resurfacing. So we're just gonna jump right in here in theory. Awesome. Okay, so a little bit about what we'll cover this evening is we're just gonna talk about overall the skin resurfacing, how it works, what that looks like. We're gonna also talk about the difference between CO2 laser and then what CoolPeel is. We'll talk about who's a candidate for these treatments, and we'll also cover what to expect from treatment itself and what downtime will look like. Okay, so overall skin resurfacing, what that is we're just targeting the overall texture and tone. And so I think when we just think about skin, that's what we're always kind of talking about. I want my texture to be better and I want my tone to be brighter. And so that's what resurfacing is. That's what we're going to target. Skin resurfacing helps to stimulate collagen production. It also targets sun damage, acne scars, fine lines, uneven skin tone, and just overall is creating a smoother, healthier looking skin, which who doesn't want that, right? Um, okay, so CO2 laser resurfacing is an ablative laser treatment. So ablation means that we're creating this controlled injury on the outer layers of the skin. So we really see deep collagen remodeling with CO2, and it's really ideal for advanced aging, deeper wrinkles, like deep wrinkles or acne scars. In this video here that's was just playing, that is that CO2 being performed. Patient does look pretty comfortable for what I have to, for what we can see. So it's a tolerable treatment for what it's worth. Benefits of traditional CO2. It's such an improvement in our texture in the skin, really helps reduce deep scars and wrinkles. It is going to tighten skin over time, which I think that's the biggest thing to take away from CO2 in general or what an ablative laser does for our skin. We see great collagen contraction with ablation and with which is what our CO2 is. And so when we're also just looking for that overall skin tightening, especially crepey skin, thinning skin, CO2 is a great option to just, again, target that texture and help to smooth out those areas. It's also just really giving us the longer lasting result than a milder, maybe a non-ablative laser, which are still great. But we'll see longer lasting results with our traditional CO2. So, CoolPeel is a special technology. It's still using CO2 technology, so it's still using ablation, but it's delivering really superficial heat to the skin. So we're getting minimal heat damage to the surrounding tissue, which then just leaves less downtime, more tolerable for the patient. This is me immediately post a CoolPeel. Just looks like I have a bad sunburn, no major swelling. I could easily, I don't know if this is encouraged, but like go to the store, do whatever. It's not like you have to hide home in a hat. So CoolPeel is still an ablative laser, just less energy, creating less downtime. Benefits of CoolPeel is we're still getting that improvement in fine lines and texture. We see great brightening with our CoolPeel, reduces the appearance of our pore size, and it's a great option for patients who are just looking for a little less recovery, less downtime. With our CoolPeel, it's something maybe that we will not maybe, we'll absolutely do a series of our cool peel to kind of build on what more of that traditional CO2 is, but we're just doing it in more sessions, giving the patient less recovery, easy social downtime, but still getting a really good result. This patient, this is just showing her before and after one treatment with the cool peel. Her under eyes look phenomenal after her cool peel. Really, really made a difference. So our big differentiator, good word, our good differences between our CO2 and cool peel is the traditional CO2, more aggressive of a treatment. We're going to have a little bit longer downtime, but just really good correction, kind of more correction in single treatment. Where our cool peel is a gentler resurfacing treatment, we're gonna see, good healing with that, and just more of a maintenance treatment too than that moderate CO2. Again, what our CO2 is targeting is rough skin texture, fine lines around the eyes and mouth. It encourages collagen renewal and just overall creates more youthful looking skin. We can take CO2, we could do it on the face, we could do it on the neck, we could do it on the chest. It gives such beautiful retexturizing to the neck, lower face area, especially for that skin tightening. And CO2 for acne scars, especially, it's just a, concern that people can struggle with acne scars and have that be a concern for years and years, even post when they were experiencing the active acne. And CO2 specifically is such a wonderful treatment for that concern. What that mechanism of action is doing is it helps to break down that scar tissue by using that ablative laser. In lieu, we see just improvement in pitted acne scars. It will again promote healthier skin remodeling. And with acne scars, unfortunately, multiple sessions will be needed to really rebuild those pitted scars, but it's a beautiful result at the end when we see through that series. So our downtime expectations, which I may have touched on a little bit, but with our traditional, more moderate CO2, you're looking at about I would say 7 to 10, 7 days to 2 weeks of redness and peeling. Redness specifically, I would say probably will linger about 7 days. We will have swelling with that more traditional moderate CO2. My opinion, the swelling is just what you can't escape and what's the hardest about doing a CO2, but the results are so great, so it's worth it. That swelling and just overall sensitivity will be expected. Where cool peel, again, your recovery is only a couple days, 48 to 72 hours at that. Skin will be a little bit rougher in texture, kind of like sandpaper. With your cool peel, you'll feel that texture in the skin more than the naked eye will see it. So honestly, if we're worried about social downtime, I would, give me a couple days of a quiet social calendar and then back out you go. It has just a much easier recovery and still, a great result. Um, Again, candidates for CO2, I would say patients with texture concerns, fine lines, acne scarring. I would say overall just skin tightening, loss of elasticity, especially lower face here in the neck area, sun damage, uneven skin tone. With CO2, though, it is so important that we do a consultation leading up to your appointment. That's not something where you wake up one morning and you're like, I'm going to book a moderate CO2 today. We really want to prep your skin, make sure that you're doing all the right things beforehand, and to make sure that you're the proper candidate for this treatment. Pre and post care. So before treatment, the biggest thing, which we're kind of, 'tis the season. We are entering summer here in the Chicagoland area. So we really have to be mindful of sun exposure leading up to our CO2 treatments. And we can't use any really harsh active ingredients leading up to your appointment. That's sensitize your skin. So we won't be able to kind of push our, treatment the right way that we would want to if your skin is sensitized. So pausing active skincare and really being mindful of your sun exposure leading up to your appointment. After your treatment, you'll be sent home with a full post-care kit and instructions from us. Um, the big things though, we need sunscreen, and we really have to be cautious of not pick or exfoliate the skin, especially within that first week of treatment. After your treatment, we send you home with a gentle cleanser that you'll use on your skin. We'll use a hypochlorous spray, just that's soothing, really great, to keep your skin just free of bacteria, things like that. And then a really nourishing ointment that you'll be sent home with too. But again, at your appointment or during that consultation, we'll discuss all those things too. So you're prepared for what your treatment and what your downtime looks like. This is just some before and afters of a more moderate CO2. This is myself. I scared family the next day, but I assured them that that is what we were expected to see and that I knew I got a really good treatment. And the other picture is me exactly 7 days post. So this was me probably 12 hours after treatment, and then 7 days later, skin looks beautiful. These are some more before and afters, again, with that. Just, the biggest thing is swelling that you just can't escape, but it really, we like that swelling because it gives such a good result at the end. And um, and so that is our laser resurfacing with CO2. Tonight with our master class, if you do schedule before May 29th, you'll receive your neck for free. So if you book your face, you get your neck for free. If you want to scan this QR code, that's where you'll get all that information, or you could text us to schedule too at that number below as well. Please follow me on Instagram. Also, after watching this, if you have questions, I would be more than happy to either, direct message you on Instagram, or if you want to shoot me an email too. We can talk all things. We could also, book virtual consults too to further talk about your concerns if you're a good candidate, and we can go from there. Um, Next week, we are going to be talking about collagen regeneration with microneedling with Deja. So make sure to tune into that next week. And before we go, we will just come in here and see if we have any questions. Let's see. All right. So we'll just see if something comes in here. I would say another thing too, just with our CO2 and with what your downtime is, a lot of times patients the day of your treatment, you're not going to do much to your skin either. You will just kind of go home with your skin as is and then start that post care tomorrow. So a question just popped in. Can you do cool peel with melasma or hyperpigmentation? Great question. We will definitely want to do that consult to see where that melasma lives, but CO2 is awesome for pigment and hyperpigmentation to help to lift that. It's a great treatment option. But again, wanting to do that consult, take a look at that melasma, see where it lies in the skin, just to ensure that that heat isn't going to make that pigment darker. But we'll do a consult, but overall CO2 is great for pigmentation. All righty. Well, I want to thank everybody for giving me your time on this Wednesday evening. I hope that you learned some things that you were wondering about CO2. And again, don't hesitate to reach out to me with any additional questions, and we can talk all things. Thank you.